What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry about the lighting. It is getting dark very quickly because it looks like there's a really mean looking storm coming and it is not wasting any time. But anyway, let's get into this trailer. We have got a trailer for from DC. It's called Superpowered, the DC story. So from what I understand, this is a 3-part documentary about the comic books, the comic books company, if I'm not mistaken. So let me make sure my volume is up because it was down before. Yeah, so it's going to be a 3-part documentary about the comic books company's legacy. So that's exciting. You guys know I don't know much about where, as far as the comics and stuff. I didn't grow up with the comics, but I grew up being a fan of the characters and things like that. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Heroism is just very simple. Anytime somebody uses courage when they're afraid, in the name of something good.
It's stories about hope, about redemption. It's the same themes that have been underlying our folk tales since the beginning of time.
Throughout history, there have been mythic characters that we told stories about. Superheroes are what they are now, and DC is the grand proscenium of superheroes.
It is impossible to think about this in this way today, but back then, no one had ever seen anything quite like that.
What if I could be a hero? Something tells us to fight for what's right. That's really the power. That's really being super.
I don't think anybody thought we're going to turn this into the most profound discussion of race in the superhero media.
It was the physical act of empowerment at the right cultural moment. There were comic book burnings across America.
The code and the persecution of comics make the people who were producing the comics feel oppressed.
It was a creative stranglehold. Women should not be featured in prominent roles.
People were afraid. They really were.
You would find an image and somehow map a ton of homosexual overtones to that.
In the case of Wonder Woman, maybe not entirely untrue.
When I first read Watchmen, it was a religious experience.
All of us need to go back to being kids and believe that we can do the right thing.
It's reflecting who we are today. Superheroes, supervillains, anti-heroes. There's a DC character for every person in the world.
We can't be stuck in the past. We have to take those characters and move them into the 21st century and go, well, what's cutting edge now?
Comics are an incredible medium. You can tell impactful stories about anything. What you need is the courage to tell them.
This looks like it's an interesting watch. I would want to watch only because I do want to know a little bit more about the comic book era and how, it all got to where it is now. Because like I told you guys, I didn't grow up with comic books. I didn't read them at all. Like, I've seen them. I knew people who read them, but it was just one of those things where I didn't care to read it because I wasn't into the comics and stuff like that. But now, as I'm older and I'm seeing all of these movies, and a lot of them are referencing things that happen in the comics, and I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. So this looks like it's really, really interesting. I would love to watch this. Leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if this is something that you would love to watch, especially if you guys grew up with comic books, if this is something that's just going to be super nostalgic for you, if this is something that you think is a good idea. Let me know your thoughts, and if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!